just do this for you so that you can understand how it's been done with CaptureOne. I'm almost done with this. It doesn't take long like that. Processing on CaptureOne is not that long and it's fast, reliable, and better. I think it should be here. Okay, so this is the raw image. Just import the raw image to do this. Alright, like I've opened it before. Open that up. When working with CaptureOne, learn to open catalogs, just like when you're working with Lightroom. So I'll just call this your name, Babatunde. Alright, I'll just go it to it and open. Alright, so I'll import the image right now. Okay, so this is the image. I just import the image. So click on it. Now, first thing I want to do is, because this image is not rotated, I'll rotate it. When I rotate it left, just click on it, rotate it. Then, after rotation, you have our image straight. Now, the first thing I always do is go to base characteristics. Then, this image is shot with D40. So, the color profile that came with it is Nikon D40 generic. Most times, this is the one I use. So you click on it, then you press show all. Then you go to, there are a lot of profiles here, color profiles, Panasonic, Olympus, Nikon, Lesia, Leaf, Fuji, Five System, Epson. This one is Google's, this is Sony, Samsung, Ricoh, Phase One. I think you know Phase One. So I'll just go to Nikon. Most I use Nikon color profile. Then I use Nikon D7. Then I use generic version 2. It tends to kind of like brighten it a little bit. No, sorry, I use generic, not version 2, I use generic. So now, generic kind of make it a little bit bright, but I love it like that. So to control, now when you are working, make sure that you press this exposure warning button so that you know that your picture is not overexposed or something like that. So it's overexposed. So what I'll do now is that I'll go to this place, to the levels, to the layer, no, to the exposure data, and I'll go to high dynamic range, bring down my highlights. If I bring down my highlights, it's going to counter the exposure. So that is nice. Now I don't have any issues with my exposure, so I'm not losing detail. So then you draw in your levels, making sure that it's within around this area like this. Your levels around this area. I close it up like. Then I go to my lens profile. So my lens profile, most times I change my lens profile. I change to Nikon 50mm f1.8D. There's not 5.8G. There's a lot of color lens profile there, so you can change it if you want. Then I reduce my distortion. I put sharpness color. This makes it a little bit sharp. Sharpness color. Don't sharpen your image, just do like this, the way I'm doing. Then I go to color editor. When I go to color editor, I click on this. Let me pick the peak skin color correction. Then I pick around the midtones. Then I click. When I click, I saturate it. Look at this now, it looks saturated. So I want to add saturation. Now this saturation that is here makes it uniform. It makes the color uniform. If you look at it, you see that the color is uniformed. The color looks uniformed. Now let me bring down the saturation. You see that the color is not that uniform, but now the color is uniformed. Like there's a balance between the colors. When I put in my saturation, Now that will give it a better color. It looks nice, right? So when doing this, you can on this to know your color range. So you know where to pick and where not to pick. When you do this, when you go up like this, that means you are going, when I go to the green side, if you look at it, you're going to see that it's going to, the more I increase, the more I bring it down, the more it affects the colors that I'm picking. So I want it to be around orange, yellow, because those are the colors that are most times in the eye, orange, yellow, red, around that area. So look nice. I bring it back. So this is it, around this area. Cool, nice. So I like the color. That the color is, if I bring down this, you see that it's not going to be uniform. Can you see? So when I increase it, it's going to be uniform. You need to make the color uniform, and they're good. So basically, that's what I do. Most sometimes, if you feel like maybe your color is a little bit blue, you can tamper with your Kelvin and whatever. This Kelvin is just like warmness and stuff like that. So even living like this, you see that you already have a good nice skin tone. You have a good nice skin tone, but you can also can put it just to give it better good nice skin tone, much more even nice skin tone, depending on what you want actually. All these things is based on what you want. So you go to the color balance. Then this is what I do in my color balance. In my shadows, I add a little bit of orange. In my midtone, I add a little bit of orange around this area. In my highlight, I add blue. That's what I do most times. I add like sky blue. That's what I do most times. So let me go back to my levels. I want to check something in my levels. If there any changes. The more I add it, but just look at it. You see this stuff here. So make sure that whenever you want to draw it, you draw it on at the tip of it. So that means that it's balanced. And if you want to put in a little bit of white, you can put it. But for this, I don't think it's necessary because it's perfect. So that's basically what I do. You can do that stuff too that you can do on Lightroom 2 on CaptureOne. You can put in your vignetting and other stuff. But one thing about CaptureOne is just that CaptureOne deals much more better with skin tone than other software. That's one reason why I like CaptureOne. That's so whenever I'm doing beauty, I use CaptureOne. But whenever I'm using just doing normal pictures, I use just Photoshop, nothing else, just Photoshop. But when I'm dealing with beauty images like this, I tend to use CaptureOne first to color grade. To do a bit of color grading, not like I use it totally for color grading. I use a little bit of color grading, then that's how it goes. So then when you are done, you right click, you export variant. But if you don't want to export variant, you can just click, because there's a plugin that comes with CaptureOne that just allows you to just open Photoshop straight. So if I just put it edit with Photoshop 2020, it's going to save it and drop it inside Photoshop straight. If your Photoshop is opened, you just drop it in Photoshop. But I'm not dropping Photoshop, I just want to export the variant. Then you export the variant. Then when you export the variant, you're going to pop up like this. So you pick where you want it to export, you pick the folder. Most times I put my resolution in 1000, the color profile, don't forget sRGB, IC, whatever, so that whenever you upload it won't saturate a little bit. Then notify me when completed, so I can know when it's completed. No other thing, just then keep your quality as 100%, then export. Then you're going to see your progress here exporting. So from here, the next thing is Photoshop. Then when you get on Photoshop, you guys are going to see you're going to see how I actually did the rest there. So I think it's nice. Thank you for watching. So that's it.